Good morning, Divine Collective. This reading is going to be a little bit different. The Spirit has given us a message. If you watch the general reading for the collective, this is kind of a follow-up, I'm going to say, because this is going to be a reading for the Divine Masculines that were still tied to toxicity, the counterparts that were not letting go of toxicity, not letting go of a karmic energy, or alcohol, drugs, lies, whatever the case be, but they're not releasing that toxic way of living. This reading is for them for today, and then we're going to do for this coming week, so you can compare it to the reading that was for those that are in alignment with spiritual path, their soul purpose. All right, so what's going on with the Divine Masculine Spirit that are still tied to their toxicity and not releasing it? Give us true and precise messages for the energy for today, please, and I will get some. Okay. And 5 for today. Give us true and precise messages for the recent past for those masculines that are tied to toxicity, please. You. And for the week ahead, Spirit, give us true and precise messages for the masculines that are tied to toxicity for the first week of February, please. First week of February for the Divine Masculines that are tied to toxicity. Already received judgment in January, but they're tied to toxicity. Not releasing it, not removing it, not walking away from toxicity. Their near future. Like the second week, per se. Alright, so in the recent past, they were Arval Parrot number 5, receiving the change, speaking, knowing that their throat chakra was there, available to speak their truth, allowing them to, they were receiving the downloads from Spirit, the higher self, right, and speaking up regarding a situation. Solace is here, number 4, divine protection, regarding the heart space, regarding that unconditional love, seeing things clearly, but yet not speaking, as his lips are pretty tight here, perhaps not releasing toxicity, but seeing that they needed to, seeing that they needed to move forward in their path, and maybe still being a little bit, the green woman here is number 5, making the change. They knew that they had to make the change. They knew that this divine connection made them feel youthful, young, like unconditional love, but also innocent like a child, but they still wanted to embrace that. You look at his eyes, they didn't quite want to let go of the fun part of life, right? The things that they thought were fun, the twisted mentality of fun, like the lies, the deceit, the alcohol, perhaps. For today's energy, some of it is of being a little bit aggrieved. 6 of Pentacles, holding on to the Pentacles, not sharing with others, perhaps holding on and the balancing themselves regarding their, everything had to be regarding their pentacles, their earthly possessions, and not balancing, or not giving to others, receiving but not giving. Thank you. So it was unrequited, both in love and in material possessions. They were being greedy, right? And this death here is a death to the situation. A death to today's energy is this death and rebirth for them? Many of them are going through a death and a rebirth of the soul. Then they've already gone through the dark night of soul, already gone through transformations. This is the death and the rebirth of their soul, but perhaps they're still holding on to some toxicity even though they've seen the light. And so maybe some of them are going to awaken and realize that they need to shine their light, but holding back from others. This seems like he's almost holding this back, not wanting to share his light with others, not wanting to share his pentacles with others. Again, we have very earthy possession type energy with these. Knight of Pentacles, again with the pentacles, right? The earthly possessions. Also guarded, not in truth. The mask is down. He has a staff here to guide him, but even this stallion here doesn't want to move forward. He's like holding him back, and he's watching his back. He's watching behind him to see what's coming at him from behind instead of where he's going in the future. So more worried about his past than his future. And knowing that there's a decision today to be made. Are they going to follow and surrender to Spirit? Are they going to follow the path of that Spirit has laid out for them as a chosen one, right? The synchronicities and signs are all there to make the change, but will they choose that road, or will they choose the one that more traveled of lower vibration, the one that's not meant for them? Here in the week to come, a new beginning. The Page of Pentacles here, they've been offered more than once a new opportunity, something, a pentacle here offering them this opportunity from Spirit regarding their King of Pentacles stance, right? Their earthly possessions, their kingdom, of their position that as a divine counterpart. And some of them are still sitting on their loins and not moving forward, not choosing to follow the light. But here we have Six of Wands, masked down, carrying a wand. Their crow, even the spirit guide has their head down, following them, but knowing that they're choosing the wrong path perhaps. Six of Wands, walking through these wands with the mask down. Into the moon, in energy, into the shadows. So this coming week, they're going to be, it's kind of like a trial and tribulation energy. Like they're going to receive moments where they are able to choose again correctly. But if they choose incorrectly, then Spirit, going to maneuver that differently. There's going to be a change regarding their High Priestess. High Priestess here is, they know, they've seen the future, the past, they've seen the present, they've seen the truth behind the lies, and they are lighting the way. And this person knows that this High Priestess is lighting the way, that they are the star that guides them in this journey. But they aren't wanting to settle for Nine of Cups. They want to move forward for that Ten of Cups, their wish fulfillment, their Wheel of Fortune. They're still worried about their earthly possessions. Starting off here with the Pentacles again, all Pentacles here today as well, but they're moving forward and not in truth because their mask is down. And the Nine of Pentacles, you can see that even this Nine of Pentacles looks sad and worried for their outcome for this coming week ahead. Almost like a judgment energy here. We'll clarify in a minute. Wheel of Fortune, it's an end of an old cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. And Spirit's here, almost like a death energy around it to say, if you choose correctly, this Wheel of Fortune could turn forward for you, but you need to have chosen correctly in what way you're going to go. Are you going to speak your truth here in the near future? Number 8 reminds me too of the Eight of Cups, in the sense of, are you going to turn your back on the Eight of Cups? You've turned your back on the Nine of Cups because you want wish fulfillment, but you're not realizing that you need to be in truth with yourself. Be grounded with the earth energy. And here we have the medicine wheel again. Okay, I thought I had a medicine wheel here. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. The Kundalini energy, giving, looking at all directions as to what way they're going to go next. Another 8 card, near completion. Are they walking away, or are they going to stay in this journey? And the medicine wheel is the healing energy as well. For some of them, their Kundalini is activated and rising, but perhaps not fast enough. Perhaps they're staying stuck in their toxicity, not allowing the growth of the awakening. And for some, maybe they have cursed themselves with past behavior. Maybe they haven't made the change needed yet. 5, Perhaps they're still not speaking truth. And here we have, with the truth energy coming out a lot, not only does this person, you have the death card here, the mask down there, the mask down here, right? And you have the colors on this are covering the lips, like they're not speaking truth. They're not speaking up, not speaking truth. And here you have the handprint over their mouth as a curse. 5 is all about change. Change the way they're speaking, the way they're cursing themselves and others. And that's in the near future. Okay, let's get some clarification. Spirit gives true and precise messages to clarify. The 6 of Pentacles regarding greed, please. The Hierophant, or the Emperor rather, stepping, he's the Emperor, this is boss, he's got the light, he knows which way he's supposed to go, but yet here I get the energy that he's still looking to his past, not wanting to look to the future, not wanting to move forward. And Justice is here regarding this death in the sun. Justice is balancing things out regarding the sun here, on that death and the rebirth, that dark night of the soul energy after judgment has come and gone. 2 of Swords, because it was about a choice they made, a decision they made, and perhaps they chose ill, they chose wrong, they were holding back, they were not giving to this connection. And Knight of Pentacles is Page of Wands, here finally wanting to move forward. Perhaps they're facing forward but not in secure grounding. He doesn't even have shoes on here, but yet he's got the wand in hand and wants to speak of, this is action coming. But again, I get the energy that this is more looking past to the back instead of forward. And what options? 7 of Cups. Spirit's allowing them to choice. Are they going to choose greed, earthly possessions, that gift, passion? The choice is theirs. They still have the choice of self-will. And so will they choose correctly? The majority of them in the Divine Feminine perhaps will have to move forward on our own here with the 6 of Swords. She's going to be moving forward to a new divine counterpart for some of them. And this will bring a death to that situation, because they will, some of these masculines are choosing wrong because they were still holding on to their greed, their toxicity. And for some of them, that toxicity was greed over money, greed over not wanting to make a choice. They didn't want to worry about what other people thought or said, so they were choosing like the multiple partners, multiple energies around them. And so there may be, for many in this kind of situation, are going to have a death to this connection, and the Divine Feminine is going to have to move on to a new divine counterpart. Spirit, clarify this. Clarify the 6 of Swords for Divine Feminine, please, moving forward. I'm going to use this deck for a minute. The Divine Feminine moving forward to a new counterpart regarding the change of blueprint. Yeah, because they chose wrong. The 2 of Wands. They chose wrong, and so the Divine Feminine has to move forward. And move forward alone with the Knight of Cups, fulfilling her own cup of love. 2 of Pentacles, balancing things out for herself, knowing that she too will have choices here in the near future, and that will bring her out of the cold with the 5 of Pentacles, and an ending of that cycle and a beginning of a new cycle for her. And 5 of Cups. On the bottom was the Queen of Cups. So basically Divine Feminine for that. This is today's spread reading. So overall they're going to receive, the death of the connection. You're going to receive messages probably from your spirit guides, from your downloads or visions perhaps regarding that new person coming into your life. If you're masculine or Divine Feminine, this could go either way. This is the divine partner that's holding on to toxicity and for today, and the divine partner that this week that's holding on to toxicity. Not necessarily male or female, just divine masculine or divine feminine. Play it how it is, right? All right, so Page of Pentacles. Clarify the Page of Pentacles is regarding the Knight of Swords, moving forward, still being, perhaps being guarded regarding past issues. Mask is still down. King of Pentacles, communication, fast action. And the Six of Wands, clarified by Eight of Swords. So that self-imposed imprisonment, because they don't want to see their own truth. They don't want to see their own reality of what they've done or said to this High Priestess. They don't want to be in their truth here, but they do want to offer the Divine High Priestess, the Divine Counterpart, a Page of Cups here, but not coming forth. It's only a page. It's immature energy, not developed, not matured, in the sense of they're still holding on to toxicity and lies and games. In Divine Feminine, you're coming up as a Queen of Swords. They know that you're going to, the star that guides them is clarified by the Queen of Swords. You expect truth and nothing less. And Nine of Cups, you're going to leave them feeling at a loss, but they don't realize that the Divine had gifted them this connection. All they had to do was stand up, surrender to Spirit, surrender to this with truth, and let go of toxicity, let go of their burdens, but they refused. And it's going to take strength to carry on, to set down those burdens. But the Wheel of Fortune is here, an end of an old cycle, a new cycle beginning, and it takes strength to move forward in that new cycle and stand up for yourself, stand up against those that are giving you wrong advice, and accept this new opportunity. The World card here again, with an ending of a cycle and a beginning of a new cycle. The message, if you don't see the general message for the collective, was to stay with the flow, ride it out, and trust the process. Winds are changing. Currents will be turbulent. And for many, it may only be a few days for each person, but it's going to overall last 2.5 weeks for the general population that's going to feel this turbulence, whether it's regarding the, those that are awakened already, in the High Priestess energy, you'll be protected. However, the counterparts that are holding on to toxicity, those that are around the general population that hold to toxicity, they are going to be feeling the effects after the judgment month of January, right? January is judgment month. So now in the beginning of February, yeah, all those that were holding on to toxicity or had a karmic debt, per se, is kind of like the debt is due. I don't know. But that's kind of the energy I get with this reading, and same with the earlier reading. And there will be many mass, I don't know why I said mass casualties, but I was thinking more of mass destruction. What are they? Earth. Natural disasters. Thank you, Spirit. Natural disasters. Dams will be breaking, flooding, fires, earthquakes, etc. for the next 2 weeks. 2.5 weeks, sorry. So that's the energy coming in. This is the energy of the Divine Counterpart. Okay, I'm going to say that way. That's still holding on to a karmic partner or toxicity like lies, alcohol, drugs, etc. So if they are not as at the level of the Divine Counterpart, which is the High Priestess, right, or the High Priest, whoever's in the higher energy, to protect you, Spirit is saying that you're going to be receiving a new partner. For some of you, you're going to receive a new partner in the sense of a new blueprint. The blueprint that was tied to this partner that was holding on to toxicity is being removed from that person, given to a new person. So you will feel the same energy, the same connection, because everything is energy. But this blueprint that was, or soul energy of that person, is being placed with another avatar, another face. I don't know how else to explain that, because it seems a little sci-fi. Nonetheless, you're going to be given images, dreams, astral travel of this new person. They're going to be reaching out and connecting because they've already would have received that change. The change has already taken place before today. So many of you already are aware of this. For some of them, and they will be passing on, which maybe that's part of why the black candle was supposed to be lit all this past week. Spirit wanted me to light a black candle for all the Divine Counterparts, not, that they are passing over or, reincarnating for many. Not that all of these are, but some will. So know that it's tied to that energy, evidently. rest and rejuvenate is what Spirit wants you to work on. And work on this sadness and isolation. Don't be isolated. Don't wallow in your sadness. Know that everything happens for a reason, for your highest good, and things will move forward. Everyone had self-will in this connection. Everyone had self-will in their day-to-day choices. So do we as divine counterparts, right? We all had self-will, whether we will choose correctly to move forward, if we will reach out when we're told to reach out, etc. Spirit moves us. Spirit gives us messages, and they worked the same for the counterpart. So don't be sad that they chose wrong. There's nothing you could have done. This great star nation, mystery is void. Spirit has given us the answers to this mystery. You are receiving good fortune and grace, and know that change has already taken place, and this is moving you forward from that change for your highest good. Spirit is saying, Earth renewal moon. Know that the earth is going through a renewal itself, and we all have a greater responsibility to care for Mother Earth. This is an inner knowing. Listen to your intuition and teach others to follow their intuition as well. Number 7, divine number. Your spirit guides around you. I don't even know what I'm going to label this reading. This is some crazy reading. Sweat Lodge, go within for your journey quest, vision quest, thank you, Spirit, and listen to Spirit as to what they direct you on what messages you hear, and vision quest. So there you go, double confirmation. Go within, listen to Spirit, ask them to give you the vision quest of what this is about, if this pertains to you, if it resonates with you. If your divine counterpart was still holding on to toxicity, ask your spirit guides for clarity. If you're being reassigned, a new partner being reassigned and moving forward. 7, yes, Spirit saying, yes, you are moving forward. The success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments and being in the spotlight. The goddesses that are around you. Infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. And the angels, the angel of emergent. It is time for the real you to emerge. Angel of abundance. A steady flow of abundance is about to manifest. And that's beautiful. All right, so that's what I have for you for this reading. I hope you have a blessed day. I'll be thinking of you and lighting the candle for those that are passing over, reincarnating to the next life to continue their soul purpose in another lifetime, in another avatar. Namaste.